phone. I need my phone. Let's live chat going. Alright, let's see here. Hopefully this will work. I got plenty. YouTube. Looks good. I like that. Why is my chat not working here? It's always something. Chat. Test. Okay, why are we at? Hey, there's some chat. Alright, awesome. That's working. Good deal. Change my settings here. Quality. Advanced. That'll work. All right, cool. We are up and running. Let's see, we'll do one more chat test. Hey, all right. Chat's working. All right, let's get this guy turned around this way. Darn it, I need a better view. That looks better. All right, cool. Victory medal detecting. Yes, chat's working. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, hopefully you can see me. I can't see my monitor here. All right. Yeah, I usually have some problems with chat, at least a little bit. All right. Yeah, that works pretty good. You can see me over there. Cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. How's everything going tonight? I just thought I'd just fire up a live stream and work on some, hopefully some adhesive removal. I know you can't really see it with the camera, but when I pulled the Mylar off of here, this, the Mylar was right about this line, and some of the adhesive went down here, and it dried really rock hard. Really did not expect that at all. So I think I'll turn off my dehumidifiers so I don't have the noise, and maybe put on a little soft music or something. All right, there we go. Okay, hey, GoPro, yes. Good evening. Hey, happy midweek, happy Wednesday. Week's flying by for some reason. All right. Surprisingly, we only got 3 hits on the last stream for contact match. And we'll try running the jukebox again with the Shoutcast Blues. Just keep her a little quieter, I guess. So that was pretty nice. Fire it up here. Turn on the blues. Let's see, make sure my volume's down. And blues, here we go. Blues radio. That's what I like. Okay. That's pretty good. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. But yeah, I got to figure out how to get rid of some of this adhesive that just dried like a rock. And not really happy about that, but it is what it is. So that's okay. That's quite all right. Hope everybody's doing great tonight. Got the chat here. Got some music playing. Should be good night. Plan to stream just at least an hour. That's always kind of my minimum go-to. Boy, maybe a little toothbrush or something would help on that. Let me grab a little toothbrush. Actually, I don't have to go too far. I always got lots of used toothbrushes around. Even bought some brand new toothbrushes at Menards that were super cheap. It's like, why not? I always use them for cleaning stuff. And I got my own toothbrush in the bathroom for cleaning my teeth. All right, let's see here. Now, let's try a little lighter fluid here, which is naphtha, basically. I believe that's what it is. Not quite as volatile as like alcohol is. But we'll just see if we can get it to loosen it up a little bit, at least. Man, it's really tough. Okay, GoPro says, I'm working on my wood rail, so it's like we were working on games together. Sweet! Sweet. I'm definitely jealous of your wood rail. I remember seeing some pictures of that. That was really cool. Really appreciate you joining in. Did you see the Norma, with the G, the Norma Telepathic Wizard special tonight? I thought that was really good. Some of it I'd seen before, but other stuff I thought was really good. Because I hadn't seen it all. And it's funny, she did it like a hot tub stream, and then she even put the #1 hot tub streamer in there for a few seconds there. I don't remember what it is, but that was pretty funny. I recognized her. Just think, if it wasn't for Jeff Teolis, I'd never know about the hot tub stream stuff. All right. That might be working a little bit. A little bit of scrubbing. It seems to peel away a little bit of layer. Yeah, we'll try it again. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Briss, 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 briss. Working on games. Having a little get-together on the 25th. We'll see how many people show up. But not sure if this game will be ready or not. If it isn't, no big deal. I didn't promise it or anything. It's tough to say. Can't tell if that's getting any better or not. All right. No, I did not. I was working late. Well, there you go. That's okay. Understandable. I need to send you new pics of my machine looking super good. Excellent. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you. All right. Let's just try scrubbing in one spot here. Yeah, I was totally stoked by how well that flour thing worked. Granted, flour got all over, but hey, we're cleaning it up. All right, let's see here. Wow, we already got 6 people in here. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. My name is Jeremy Agemont with Pinball Mayhem. We're just kind of slowly working on stuff here. Boy, you know, that might be working. So tough to tell. I just got some super duper adhesive down here. Let me move this camera a little closer. Problem is, this camera really doesn't. I can focus in close, but generally doesn't. Can I grip onto? Maybe on this little lockdown latch. See if I can make it tight enough. I don't know if I can make it tight enough. We'll try it. Nope. Not going to be tight enough. That's okay. Alright, let's try moving this guy a little more over here. Maybe I can move my light a little bit. Let's try that. Tilt things around. Okay. Alright, there we go. Let's try something like that. Okay. Alright, let's get over to my other display over here. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Let's change the focus on a little bit. Let's see here. Face. Configure. Camera control. Focus. Yeah, there you go. That looks pretty good. It's a little dark. Oh, jeez. Make it a little dark there. Bring it up here. Alright, that looks good. I'll just leave that other stuff up. So that is what I'm dealing with. Victory metal detecting. Much better. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, you guys got any suggestions, questions, or whatever, you let me know. So this is kind of what I'm dealing with here. Just the Mylar was here, and then when I pulled it all off, just some of the glue went down this way and hardened up. Got bulk of it off. But using some lighter fluid here, it's a little, not quite as, it's a little easier on the wood. But just trying some experiments, seeing what's going to work. Not a perfectionist at this. This is really second or third time I pulled Mylar off. It's different every time. All right. Everybody doing okay this week? Got any plans for the weekend? Or are you just hanging out? What's going on? You know, let me know. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to chat. If I get work done, great. If I don't, I'm okay with that. Tough call if that's even doing anything. All right, let's hit her with a little alcohol. Okay. Not too worried about it right on the insert, but I got a lot of like planking type of action going on up here, and I don't know if that was because of the alcohol that I used on it. It's not the end of the world. This title is, you know, big deal, big whoop. So it's not the end of the world if I caused it, but boy, it just doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. GoPoo says no plans here. That's all right. This week so far, work's going pretty good. Today was better than yesterday. I mean, I'm very happy with my job. I'm a parts consultant at a heavy equipment dealer, and you know, Tuesday could have been just like super busy because it was right after the holiday, but it was busy, but it wasn't crazy. So that's what I like. And then today is wasn't as busy. The phones were a little quieter. I was able to work on some backlog stuff, some stuff that I had, you know, shelved for a while. Maybe some of it's going away. Man, it's so hard to tell. Oh, crazy. Pinball Racer still has NOS playfields. That is awesome. I didn't know that. If I loved this game and if the cabinet was in perfect condition, then I'd say, yeah, I definitely should go for it. I don't know why I just did that. Getting confused here. Thank you very much, LA Forest. Laughs. Laugh for us. Great username, by the way. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. My name is Jeremy Ageman with Pinball Mayhem, and if you haven't checked out our channel, I hope you do, and I hope you subscribe, because that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm doing this, just to hang out, get my name out there and stuff. I do live streams on Saturdays on YouTube, and they're always, I'm happy with how many people tune in and stuff, but we can always use some more. But yeah, it's decided to try to, as long as I'm going to be doing this, I had such a great time on Monday. I did it Monday on the holiday there, and had a lot of time, had a lot of fun streaming and chatting with people and whatnot. So yeah, definitely appreciate you stopping by. Carlos, hello Jeremy, my power is out here in Warren, Michigan. Really glad you're on. Whoa, thank you, Carlos. That is super nice of you to say. Thank you, thank you. And what's awesome about me streaming at this time is I'm seeing a whole bunch of new names that I don't normally see, because normally I stream on YouTube on Saturdays at 10 in the morning, 10 Central. So really appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. Hope you check out the channel if you haven't already. Hope you subscribe, blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes. Maybe that is working a little bit. Man, this is so tough to tell. But yeah, Carlos, apart from the power out, how's everything doing? It's a little cooler today in Wisconsin, so hopefully it's not as hot and muggy as it was over here the last few days, over where you're at. All right, let's try to let that set a little bit. Okay. Yeah, a new playfield will be pretty sweet for this, but definitely not worth it. Definitely not worth it. Nintendo Switch OLED is terrible. Hi, Pa. Hey, hi, Pa. How's everything going? Thanks for stopping in. Maybe we're getting something out that's sitting there. Tension on the toothbrush has changed a little bit. This adhesive is horrible. I mean, it was pretty easy to get off over here, but man, where it leached down onto a spot where it wasn't before, oh, really tough. Yeah, that's definitely looking a little better. Part of my problem with this is I don't know, up in this area, in the upper area, the playfield, there's a lot of planking type of thing going on, and I don't know if that was there before. I mean, granted, it was underneath the adhesive if it was there, but looks pretty horrible. What are you using to clean? Great question, great question. I have, let's see, we've got 91% alcohol, which is the strongest I can get locally. That's the strongest I've ever seen locally. And got that in a nice little sports type bottle here. Works really good. Except the thing kind of drips a little bit. And then I've got lighter fluid, which is, I believe it's like naphtha or something like that, I think is what they use. But tried some of this down here where it dried and it's really tough. This wasn't cutting it, but the alcohol seems to be working. A little bit. It's very tough. But really, I mean, realistically, this playfield is now so much better than it was because the Mylar's off of it. Reason I take the Mylar off is because these all the arrow inserts are raised. And if I played the game right now like it, you'd be getting air balls off of it. It's horrible. Okay. Sometimes that thing gets loud. It's off. Let's see. Let's turn it down a little bit. That's not blues. Shell. I don't want shellcast. Jazz. Yeah, blues radio. Well, whatever. Whatever. To each your own. All right. Is that a pinball machine? Yes. Yes. Very good. Yep. What is the ball made out of? Great. These are excellent questions. It is a pinball machine. It is a 1990 Gottlieb Silver Slugger, and the ball is made out of steel. It is basically a what the hell? It's basically a ball bearing, 1 1/16 inch, something like that. I don't remember. Carla says, "Oh yeah, I'm a subscriber. Usually working on Saturday morning, but I catch the replays." Thank you very much. That is why I come back to YouTube, because the videos get views after I make them. You know, the live streams and stuff, which I really appreciate. I'm a subscriber. I usually work on Saturday morning, but I catch replays. Don't have Twitch, so I'll catch you on YouTube. Thanks. Not a problem. Thanks for the energy you give. Awesome. I really appreciate that, and it is reciprocal because I heard an interview on a podcast about a YouTuber who was pretty popular. I don't remember who he was. It's been like a year since I heard it, but he really summed it up. He said, "Man, you know, it's like, you know, the YouTuber. You think you're the successful ones include you in the comments in the chat like I'm doing here. Are the sensors touch or push? Great. I will definitely get on that. So you get the interaction, so you feel like you're hanging out with them, which of course you are. But what he said that really opened my eyes and makes sense is the YouTuber or streamer thinks the same thing in the reverse order. He's hanging out with you guys, which is why I do it, and you guys give me energy by the chatting and stuff, because I'm hanging out with you. So it's kind of a two-way street. All right, let me see. Let me grab some stuff here. I like these questions. Whatever work I get done here is no big deal. I'm not in a hurry. All right, here's a ball. I got spare pinballs. We got balls of steel. All right. Here is the ball that a pinball uses. It is just a steel ball that's polished. This one's a little dull, but yeah. So that's what That's what a pinball is. Great question. Let's see here. Your question is worded a little strangely, but I can kind of understand it. Most pinball machines use actually a whole bunch of different kind of sensors. So some pinball machines, if you look on the channel, I've got some videos of a pinball machine called Las Vegas. That is a home model from the 70s. And that uses for where the pop bumper's at, that uses actually the slings too. That uses the connection between a little plate and a spring on that model to make the ball as part of the circuit. So it completes the circuit when it gets near the slings. This one uses, I don't know if you can see it here. My window's kind of blocked. Let me move the camera just a little bit here. So this is one of the switches for the slingshot here. We got a slingshot mechanism here. Let me grab the other bits of it because I've got it apart. So how this works is we've got a ring here that goes around these posts. This is how it normally sits with the plastic on top. And when the ball comes by, we've got 2 points on this switch, and the ball pushes on the rubber, and the switch closes, and then the slingshot fires with a coil underneath, and then shoots the ball out. When the ball comes down the in lane, in this instance, we've got a wire, a metal wire. Underneath is a switch that closes, and the game knows to score points or whatever, or give you an extra ball in this case, if it was lit. So there's actually different ways that it's used, and there are some machines that don't use a physical switch. They use like an eddy sensor, and the presence of the ball is sensed electronically. So that's not too common, though, because of the price and whatnot. But I hope that answers some of your questions. Let's see, is it all pullback for the ball or on a conveyor? Excellent question. On this older machine, it's a pullback launching system. So you got a metal rod with called the plunger, and you pull it back. It's got a spring on it, and it shoots it. Let's see, you can't really see that. Let's take this off here. These are great questions. I'm really happy you're asking these questions. All right, so this is the shooter lane. So basically, when the ball ends, let's see, try to get a better view. The ball goes down in the middle here and sits in here, and then when it goes to launch the new ball, shoots it over to the side here to the shooter lane, and we've got a rod that sits in here, and you pull it from the outside of the cabinet and then shoots it up. On newer games, they do have the rod, but they've also got an auto launcher, which is a mechanical device that launches the ball automatically, so you can have multi-ball and stuff, so you get balls automatically served. Great question. Barricade, hey. Do the steel balls wear out? Interesting thing about that. The steel ball itself gets full of scratches and nicks. While the ball itself, it doesn't hurt the ball per se. What it does, if you leave a worn ball in a machine, what happens is you get paint loss like this and whatnot, and it'll just rip the paint right off the playfield. And it slows the game down. So you keep the ball replaced. The balls are pretty cheap, maybe like $1, $2 for something that's really nicely polished or something like that. They're still really cheap. And on newer games, they've got magnets in here that can kind of affect the ball travel and hold the ball. All kinds of cool stuff. So the ball scratches the paint. Yep, definitely. The ball will wear down. If the ball is really bad or rusted, it'll just really just take the paint right off. A newer machine can handle it a little better, but if you look on old machines that have been played a lot, popular games, like Space Shuttle is a great one. It's got a grid of lights down here. And usually on a Space Shuttle you see nowadays that has not been fixed, the paint's all gone from down here, just because it was a very popular game. So yeah, yeah, and operators didn't change the balls out as often as they needed and all that stuff. But it was considered disposable stuff. Never knew you had to replace the balls. Yep, it definitely helps. It helps speed up the game, and it keeps the condition nice. So the ball gets scratched from the ball guides and the pop bumpers is their main things. But let's see here. Here, we're getting some of that off there. It's certainly feeling better. How's everything going, Barricade? I wonder if they made a music pinball machine with synced RG. Oh, look up Total Nuclear Annihilation. That one was produced by Spooky Pinball a few years ago. And Scott Denisi, if you ever catch him on Twitch, he's a pinball designer, and he works for a pinball company that supplies parts for pinballs. Total Nuclear Annihilation is all about RGB and synth lights and synth music. It is just a really awesome jamming pinball machine. Definitely look up Total Nuclear Annihilation. It's also called TNA. And we actually have some videos of it on my channel because some of my friends own that pinball machine. And I know Scott. I mean, I don't hang out with him because he lives quite a distance away, but he knows who I am, and I visit him on his stream and stuff. But yeah, he did an awesome job with all the RGB lights. Nobody has really seen it like that before. Really good stuff. Barricade says, I'm doing great. Relaxing, staying home tonight with some homework. Cool. My work was actually pretty good today. I mean, I never really have a horrible day at work because I really enjoy my work. But it wasn't as busy as yesterday. Yesterday was pretty busy, but not stupid crazy. And I just was able to get some stuff done later in the day that I've been putting off for quite a few days, unfortunately. This is actually working very slowly, but some of this glue is finally getting off of here. All right, good deal. Hi, Paul. I am a Lego builder. Small one. I get ideas this month. I've been building. Oh, sweet. That is awesome. I am a Lego builder, but I'm not. I will admit that I don't do very much free-form Legos right now. But I do buy some kits. The last kit I bought was the Saturn V rocket. What one was probably before that? What did I buy before that? I think the Chinese theater one, I think might have bought that before that, but yeah, I like doing that. I set up a model railroad, generally Thanksgiving to January, and I decorated with Lego buildings and stuff. So that's awesome here in the Legos. That is way cool, way cool. Going to use a Raspberry Pi for scoring and lighting. That is so awesome. I hope you're on some of the pinball forums or something, because there was at the last Pinball Expo, there was a black Lego pinball machine that was getting quite a few people interested in that. I don't know who made it. Maybe you made it, but that was pretty cool stuff. Jeez. All right. The problem is, I don't know if this alcohol is really doing damage to the wood or the paint surface. It probably is, but damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like I said, this title really isn't worth much money. And it's a learning experience, too. The ones on YouTube are lame and boring, don't match the real ones. Cool. I appreciate your candor. That's good. If you're not from, I don't know, are you familiar with me? Hi, Paul. Have you seen me before? Are you familiar with the channel and stuff? Because I'll talk about myself if you want. I mean, I've got a whole basement full of pinball machines here. I really appreciate your questions. It's really awesome stuff. I think that is working pretty good. All right, we'll keep at it. How long are you thinking Silver Striker? Now you're getting me confused. Silver Slugger is going to take to get you running? Well, great question. Great question, by the way. It's going to be one of those, to get it up and running, shouldn't really take too long. But to get it to the point of being finished, difficult to say. Depends how crazy I go on some of this other stuff. Because, like Vulcan, that was a basket case when I bought it. The cabinet was in good condition, but everything needed to be gone through. It had been passed from collector to collector as a project for years, until I got it and then decided to tackle it. So, I mean, that one, I did like a 95% on it, and then just 2 years later, then I did the other 5%, which was several more hours of work. Okay, I have a friend who has 2 pinball machines. One is a basketball one, and the other one is some sort of card one. There you go. Cards were extremely popular in pinball in, gosh, probably from the early days all the way up to 70s, probably. Cards were very popular because everybody knew at the time. Everybody knew cards. So, all right, let's give that section a little break. We'll work on this side a little bit. I love this little nozzle. Apart from the fact it kind of leaks out the end, but whatever. I'll live with it. Alright, let's see here. Alright, that was 8 o'clock. Cool. Probably stream for another hour. Brush, 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 brush with the toothbrush. Listen to a little blues music quietly. Alright. Pinball party! Nice. Hi, Pod. Do you think I should learn Japanese? I really want to learn it. It depends what you're going to do with it. I mean, it looks good on the resume, but it's ironic. Ironic you should bring up Japanese. I've never wanted to learn Japanese, but on my personal YouTube page, Too Many Hobbies, which, here, let's see, here's my personal YouTube. Okay. So I'm Too Many Hobbies most of the time when I watch videos and stuff, but a bulk of my content is made for Pinball Mayhem. So I do a couple things on my other channel, like I'll do like a train video or something like that once a year. I put out only a couple of videos on that channel, but I watch a lot of not a lot, but I watch some Japanese content. I watch Chris Broad, Abroad in Japan, and I don't do too much with some of the other ones, but I've watched some of them. I'm subscribed to them, so if a video interests me, I'll do it, but almost always Chris Broad, Abroad in Japan. Some of the other ones too. Let's see, Anime Man and his fiance there. Forget what her name is, but yeah. I watch them. All right. Does a pinball machine have sound? 100%. I love anything mechanical. Can't really click on your YouTube channel. That's weird. Maybe can you click on my picture? Can you click on the picture of that little circular thing I got as my? I mean, I'm not super familiar with how the chat works on YouTube, so I haven't participated in the chat. I've only just shoveled it out there, but yeah. What else? So yeah, anything mechanical? Yep, me too. So yeah, we got a lot in common for sure. That's awesome. All right, let's tear apart a few more things. So yeah, pinball is full of sound. This one has definitely got a lot of sound in it. No, it just says block a report. Okay, well, don't do that. Appreciate it. All right, well, I might have to heat these up. Or maybe there's a nut on the bottom. That could be. Let's take a look. Don't have a flashlight over here. Time to get one. I'll see if I can find my channel URL easily. Maybe toss it in chat there. Well, I can see if my Stream Deck is working. My Stream Deck is kind of weird with YouTube. It doesn't like to cooperate with it all the time. Let's plug it in and try it out. All right, let's see here. All right. YouTube. My YouTube. Hey, it worked. Let's see how that looks. Hey, there it is. I have a custom-built DDR. Sweet. All right. There's my other YouTube channel. You might find something interesting in there. Maybe not. I don't care. If you take a look at it, awesome. If not, I understand. All right, flashlight. That was looking for. I get sidetracked, but that's what I'm just here to have fun with you guys. It's okay. I'm not concerned. Here's my flashlight. Walked right past a couple times. All right. Boy, the chat is really slow for some reason on my main computer, but that's okay, because I'm not looking at my main computer. All right. Let's see here. Let's see if we got nuts on the bottom of these things. Sometimes they do that. I'm not seeing it. Oh, yep. There's a nut on it. All right. That'll make things interesting. The worst channel ever! There you go. I've got a whole 200-some subs on that channel, let me tell you. And I don't know why. And I surely don't put out much content. That's okay, though. All right, let's see if we can get these posts off. Get the mechanical stuff going. Yeah, this, I'm pretty sure this game has speech and some basic music. This is from 1990, and this is called Silver Slugger, made by Gottlieb, the once the Cadillac of the pinball world. But they were really slow to get into the solid state stuff, because I mean their bread and butter was electromechanical, and they were the king of that for sure. All right, where the heck did that socket go? Oh, come on, I dropped a socket. Can't go too far. There it is. I found out that dehumidifiers explode. Okay, tell me more. Tell me the details. Granted, they're an electrical device, so I suppose if you had something flammable near them, you could have an issue. But you piqued my interest there. What's the story behind that? All right, what do we got here? I'm guessing we got a nut and a T-nut? A T-nut and a nut on top of it? This is really weird to me that this game uses all these black posts. I'm definitely going to be changing that. No, we just got a... Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think we have a T... They just really didn't want this sucker to loosen up at all. Well, I was taking one apart, I hammered the metal tube and it exploded. Yes, they are under pressure. For sure. There's refrigerant in there. I don't know what kind of pressure it is, but yeah. Well, that's cool you're taking one apart. Can't blame it. I can't blame somebody for that. Alright, so what we got here is I should have moved the camera so you can see what I was doing. We got, this is a post. It's a jeweled post. Normally they're in translucent colors, but this one is black for some stupid reason. I don't think it looks very good. I'm going to change it out to green or blue or something like that. But this threads into a T-nut that's in the playfield, and then underneath it was a regular nut, so they didn't want the sucker to come out at all by accident. Let me put it that way. They didn't want it to come out by accident. All right, let's go something like that. This is where I'm working. All right. So, ideally I'd have all this stuff stripped off, but whatever. We're just playing around, taking our time. Where the heck's that other one? I can't see it. Oh, glad I wore glasses. Oh, yeah. Are the flippers mechanical? 100%. Yep, they are very traditional flipper mechanisms. They've got, underneath here, they've got a crank and a solenoid, which is just a coil of wire and a metal plunger in the middle of it. So yeah, they have not changed the basic design of that for quite some time. There it is. All right, let's see. Excellent. These are excellent questions. I really appreciate it. This is really fun. Fun for me. All right, try to get my socket on that nut. All right, there it is. All right, that actually worked. You know, what's really weird is I was back when I lived in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, I would travel to St. Paul, Minnesota, kind of, you know, I don't know, a few times a year. And there was this awesome surplus store there called Axeman. And I would, you know, look at all the weird stuff they had, because it was really awesome surplus store. Really cool stuff. All kinds of mechanical stuff, switches, manufacturer overruns, you name it. And there was these weird light sockets that had like a little bit of a fiber board on them, and it had what else was on there? Like a diode. And turns out it was for a 1990 Gottlieb. This machine uses them. Kind of crazy. Let's see here. It's a nice chat with you. I have to go now. Bye. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you very much for stopping by. Have a great night, Hapa. Rewatch stream later. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. We're making some progress. Yeah, that's actually working pretty good. I don't think from a player's viewpoint you're going to see some of that glue, so I might just leave some on there. We'll see how it goes. All right. Wow, 7 people on board. That's amazing. Thank you, everybody. I really welcome you all. Those who don't know, my name is Jeremy Agermo with Pinball Mayhem, and really appreciate you stopping by. We're just trying to remove some of this excess adhesive from the Mylar sheet that was on here. There was a thin sheet of Mylar over the playfield here, and had to remove it because I'm going to be some of these inserts over here have raised up from differences between expansion of wood and plastic, plus the heat from the light bulbs underneath also didn't help. So yeah. Okay. Those black posts are ugly on that game. They should have done yellow or something matches better. I agree with you. I agree with you. It's also kind of weird the let's see if we can see this. There you go. Right over here where we've got stand-ups over here. These are the triangular shaped inserts that I have to level. Somebody leveled one on the other side, and they used a heat gun and actually melted a couple of the targets. But luckily I can replace them without too much fuss. Yeah, that glue's coming off. Doesn't seem to be damaging the wood, so that's good. Or the paint. All right, are you going to do a video on repairing the inserts? Yes, definitely. Definitely. And actually, as I did the live stream, my last live stream on Monday, I also filmed with this camera right here and this gimbal. I filmed a few segments for it. So yeah, you'll see the pulling off the Mylar, or well, maybe not pulling it off, but some video of that. And also, yeah, I'll definitely do a video on leveling the inserts. But I'm a noob at this as well, so I'm using just advice from various people. So yeah, thank you very much for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. All right, what else do we got here? All right, maybe I just got to do a different technique. It seems to work pretty good if I tilt it back and then forward. Yeah, that works. But the artwork on this machine, the quality of it, like the artistry of it, is not very good, in my opinion. There's so many better art packages out there, and Gottlieb did so many more art packages before this and after this. This was just like blah. But I didn't buy it for the artwork. I mean, I bought it because it's kind of cool, but I'm not into baseball. But I played this title at Midwest Gaming Classic, my first one I went to, and I thought, it's like, you know, maybe I could like that machine. I don't know. Maybe it'd do all right for me. I seem to be dragging this stuff around. Now it's over here. Man, can't win. That's okay. I'm not complaining. Alright, let's try a little more. Let's try a little bit on the paper towel. Yeah, it seems to work better. Seemed to work there. Weird stuff. Alright. That looks pretty good. See, the alcohol really doesn't dissolve the adhesive 100%. Kind of like loosens it up a little bit and lets it move around. It's kind of a weird deal. But, hey, it's better than nothing. Alright, excited to drive out by you again. Cool. Cool. Looking forward to having you out. Haven't got too many responses on it yet, but we're pretty far away from the date, and I should probably do some more posts and stuff. But I don't know if this game will be ready or not. If it isn't, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to stress over it. I'm not going to try to make it ready for that time. It wouldn't do anybody any good. Okay, that actually looks better. I'd say that's an improvement. All right. Let's see here. Okay, definitely works better to tilt this guy back after I'm done with it. And it doesn't seem to drip all over. Things you learn. Yeah. This adhesive is really hard though. Comes off just a little bit yellow on the rag. But like I said, it doesn't really dissolve. It just kind of loosens it up a little bit and shovels it around. Hard to get up. Okay, for sure. You may get to meet Francis or a close friend or bring snacks, whatever you need. That's awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Music kind of sucks. Let's try this. Yeah. Okay. Let's try right there a little bit. This is going pretty good. It's kind of just minutia work, you know? I should actually be working on other stuff like leveling the inserts. This could always come later, but... Bat again. I don't know, is that what it's really called? Bat again? I suppose batting practice. Tell him I don't know jack about baseball. Maybe batters up, that would have been better. Bat again. But I suppose you gotta tell people. Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, I'm liking that. Going through rigs like crazy, but hey, it's alright. Back this thing up. Bonk. That's funny. Camera falls flat on its face. Let's try something like that. That's better. Alright. I don't know anything about sports. That's okay. I know very little. I'm just not into it. I'm not into baseball. I just thought this game would be kind of fun. Maybe it'll be a total dog, but yeah, well, I'm having fun working on it, and that's something. Okay, that bit right there. Let's see what I can do with it. Hope everybody's having a great night. Appreciate people hanging out with me. Anybody got any questions? That was just really awesome questions from Hi Paw. If you're watching this again, Hi Paw, thank you very much. So yeah, that was super awesome. You know, honest questions, and it's like I'm not going to judge him. You know, can you imagine how flack he'd get on Pinside or something for asking some of those questions? But yeah, I'm glad he asked him. That's awesome. And he builds Legos. That's pretty cool. All right. Okay, just scrubbing away, trying to get rid of some of that old adhesive that had migrated down here, which is causing me all kinds of problems and time. Man, I just like migrated down here and then it just decided to be a real pain in the butt and hardened. Give it a little scraping action here. Break it loose. Glad you're so friendly. Some people in hobby can get mean. Yeah, definitely. And you also got the big keyboard warrior thing going on. Yeah, I sometimes I don't jump in on necessarily arguments between people, but there's a few times I've caught myself and I was like, nah, I'll just let it go. I'm going to say some of that was here already. I got some of this in the outlane, and I haven't had any stuff in there. So yeah, it's got some pretty bad planking, but it is what it is. This thing is not worth a playfield. Even if I found a playfield for $100 that was in better condition, that'd be a big project to change out a playfield. Okay. Let's see here. Thank you very much for the compliment. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. All right, just doing some cleaning. Suppose I could take those off. Let's sit a little bit. Yep, I'm going to say that was like that before. Okay. Jeez. All right. Could probably put some more flour down, but man, that was a big mess. Worked really good though for the bulk of it. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass to be a perfectionist, let me tell you. If I wasn't such a perfectionist, I'd already be working on something and say, screw that. Good enough. This is how you learn how to do stuff a little better than the next guy. Take your time. All right, let's see here. I know I didn't have adhesive in there. That's weird. It looks like it's in there though. Weird. Goofy. Let's see, is that gonna have a... Nah, I didn't think that'd have a nut on it. Yeah, I don't like all these black posts. There's a couple oddball double posts, but I think I can get them in some other colors, maybe even clear. So I will most likely do that. Actually, I've got a whole bunch of posts. Maybe I'll just reuse it. Why spend a lot of money on this? Okay. Maybe that's wax on the inside of it. Don't know. Are we going to jam out to some music? I do have some really soft music going on. The last live stream got hit for 3 matches. And because it was a 4-hour stream, it took 8 hours for each match. Basically, I muted the audio or trimmed it. It took 8 hours for the system to process it. Not my computer, but YouTube, to process it so I could move on to the next claim. Because, of course, you know, even if I only make a dime on that 4-hour video, it's still money that helps go toward, you know, maybe we'll do t-shirts someday or something. But, you know, we're certainly not doing it for the money, but that since the money's there, you know, try to maximize it. Okay. It's really weird how that adhesive just dried like a rock on a spot where it wasn't before. Boink. I might just leave some of that. All right. Oh, I mean when I'm out again. Jukeboxes are cool. I'd wear your tee in my videos. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. I love jamming out to music, you know? I thought it was, when you were over, I thought it was neat how you reacted to some of the tunes I played. So, and I was just punching numbers. I wasn't really, you know, I didn't have any kind of hidden meaning behind anything that I played for you, but I think that was just awesome. He was like, oh, I can't believe you played this, which I think is cool. So, let's see here. So that was definitely fun. All right. On the other side here, and remove some more posts, hopefully. All right. Let's see where some are at. All right, where are we at here? See if I can even reach it. I might not be able to because we got a obstruction in the way on this side. Okay, it's over there. I think I got a light in the way. There it is. I can see a little better on this side. Can't win. All right. What size is that? 5/16. Now where my sockets at? Where my sockets at go? Huh? Typical. Thanks, man. Music is one of my passions. Let me know if you ever want me to bring some LPs. There you go. That's cool. Let's see here. 5/16. Okay. This tune's not doing me any favors. Let's try that. Okay, but I really enjoy listening to blues radio. Some really good tunes on it. I like all, well, you know, I like all kinds of music, but, or many kinds of music. That's probably a better way to put it, realistically. All right, darn it. There we go. Finally. You're a tough guy. Now, where'd I put the nut driver? There it is. Eclectic taste. There you go. I like it. Good explanation. All right. That's already down in there. Okay. There's the nut. Hope everybody's having fun tonight. Since there's always people coming and going, my name's Jeremy Agema with Pinball Mayhem. Hope you check out the channel. If you're unfamiliar with the channel, we got all kinds of stuff on here. Mostly videos about Pinball Mayhem, but we got videos on arcade stuff, videos on some jukebox stuff, videos on our arcade shows, and Ed just did one. My channel partner Ed just did one on a arcade swap meet, which has been very popular. So that's really cool. So yeah, check out the channel. Hope you subscribe. Hope you check me out. I do live streams on Saturday at usually 10 Central, and Sunday I do Twitch. Now, I don't know if I can get to this one or not easily with the way the playfield's sitting. So there's this board on the side here. Okay, I see where it is. Maybe I can get to it a different way. These big clamps out of the way. Vacuum cleaner, I don't think I need that right now. Oh, Stevie Ray Vaughan, all right. Alright, let's see here. Snake through these tangle of wires that's under here. It's absolutely crazy how many wires there are. There we go. Beautiful. Loosen it a little bit, and then I can get her out here. Oh, I love it. This is great. All right. Better go get some homework done so I can be ready for my trip to Michigan next week. Talk later, buddy. Enjoy yourself. Thank you very much, Barricade. Appreciate you hanging out. Probably going to be on for, I don't know, 15 minutes, half hour more. So, take care. All right. That's looking pretty good. That's looking a little better. Yeah, this area definitely got some of that adhesive off. All right, got a little more there. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Nothing but scrubbing. Going through paper towels like they're nothing. All right. Okay, we're basically just removing leftover adhesive. I like to get rid of all of it, but from the player's perspective, you won't even see it, especially once I wax it. Okay, number 2 needs a little hit. Okay. Dumping stuff over. That's the way it goes. Okay, let that sit. Wonder if those new old stock playfields at Pinball Resource have got inserts that have raised. a little better. Man, this adhesive is really tough to get off. Okay. Crazy how this glue just slides around. All right. Hey, everybody. See, we got people jumping in all the time. People jumping in, people leaving. Appreciate you swinging by. Got any questions, let me know. I'm just here hanging out with you guys. Brought you along for the ride. Just working on a title that really doesn't deserve as much work as I'm putting into it. I don't have any love for this game. But I wanted to buy one because I wanted to try it out. I thought it might be a good addition to the collection. Just, you know, something fun. I like the idea that you can, the game counts not only your main score, but it also counts how many runs you get. So thus that brings in possibilities of playing with friends and maybe doing dollar games or something like that. Like on the number of runs you get. I could probably lay down a little bit of flour, see if that works. Flour worked really good on the main portion of it. But the problem I'm having is where the adhesive landed where it wasn't before. It's being a real bear to get up and get out of there. I mean, like a real pain in the batuski. It's going up slowly, though. I don't have to get it perfect, but I'm a perfectionist, so what do you do then? When you're a perfectionist, but you don't have to be perfect at something. Riddle me that. This is also good practice for when it really matters. Like if I got a play field that's really rare or something that I'm doing this on. These techniques I'm learning. I'll probably pull these guys out. 1/4 inch. Do I got 1/4 inch? No. I do somewhere. Yeah, it's on my nut driver. Where's my nut driver? Let's pull these guys off. I'll clean them up. I love to clean up all this little stuff. Makes me happy when I put a machine back together and it looks better than it did when I took it apart, or it plays better. I get a real sense of accomplishment from that. Oh, this one's kind of loose. Okay. If a cabinet on Silver Slugger was like super nice, maybe I would partially entertain getting a new old stock playfield for it, but it's not. cabinet sides are not good at all. Well, they're not horrible, but they're not great. Set this up with a little Novus, see how it looks. Hope everybody's doing great on their Wednesday. I pretty much, Novus 2 is my preferred cleaner for playfields. Like I said, I'm going through this stuff like crazy. Alright. Doesn't really wear the playfield down, you know, just kind of can tend to pull up the dirt, which is what you want. Clean the playfield paint, which is also what you want. Just doing a little test here, seeing how this looks. Man, this playfield is not in very good shape. It's probably seen a lot of moisture over its lifetime. Cabinet wasn't too bad, though, as far as structural rigidity goes. It's got a pretty good shine to it. See, how does that look from the player perspective? Oops. Sorry. Forgot I had the camera on there. Use my light. Hopefully, wherever that is. Light, where'd you go, buddy? Down here. That looks pretty good. I think most of the glue's gone. Some of it's still there, but there's going to be a point where I'm just going to go, that's good enough. But hey, it is what it is. I love doing this polishing when I see results. And now, I'm seeing some results. This is not wax, this is just polish. I think the actual glue is too tough for this stuff to even touch. Because I know that there's still glue residue on the insert here. But it's just kind of polishing the glue. Which is alright. See if we can really buff this thing out, because there's actually a very light layer of probably what is it? It's not what's the word I'm thinking of? Lacquer on the top of this playfield. That's actually what we're polishing. We're not down to the paint by any means, but there's a clear layer of lacquer on here. That feels really nice. These flippers are junk. I also might convert these to Williams flippers. Kind of blasphemy, but you know, it is and it isn't. These flippers are not considered good quality by today's standards. Yeah, she's looking pretty nice. That feels nice. Let's try a little bit of polishing in the lane there. See what that does. There we go. I tried a little polishing before when I still had some glue adhesive down there, and didn't really help it much. But now I've got a lot of that glue out of there. Things are looking pretty good. Even with some paint loss, it still looks better when everything's shiny. Kind of like these switches out of the way, but they're a little bit of a pain in the butt to remove right now. Dang, that looks pretty dang good. I'm happy with that. Mighty fine, mighty fine. That looks really good. Like glossy. Yeah, I can probably handle some of that. Let's try over here, see what it looks like. How's your guys' week been going? Mine's been going okay. I deal a lot on the telephone and with emails and stuff for parts orders. I work for a heavy equipment dealer, and you never know how it's going to be exactly after a holiday. I mean, it could be absolutely crazy nuts, or it could be dead. It was kind of medium on Tuesday, and today there was some slow time, which is good because I was able to work on some stuff that I had been putting off for quite some time. Boy, this stuff is just... Boy, the paint is really, wow. The planking, as it's called, has just really gotten crazy on this game. Yeah, whew. It's going to look ugly, but it should play pretty good when I'm done. That's the goal, to play good. Alright. Anybody wants to hit me up in chat, that's fine. Send her away. Probably going to cut her out in about, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, so... Guys got any questions for me or my collection or Pinball Mayhem or whatever, let me know. I don't care how much I bend these switches right now because I will fix them later. This is doing all right. Not bad at all. Not perfect, but not bad at all. How are we looking from this angle? Where's my flashlight again? Yeah, you can see the reflection of the flashlight in there, pretty nice. Maybe you can't, probably swamping out the camera. But yeah, looking good. This is the kind of work I really like. Oh, Carlos, hey! Not to veer off subject too much, but I'm looking for isolation transformer from asteroids. A 620 volt AC for the miners, 31 the own. All right. Oh man, that's more of a question for Ed. Yeah, I'll well, let's see. Good place to buy isolation transformer. Let's ask him. Ed is the man as far as arcade stuff goes. I just don't have the information because I'm really not into it. Although I did have an arcade game here for several years, which is one that I played, title that I played in the arcades, which is called Stun Runner. I made a video on it before I sold it, so I'm really glad I made that video. Let's see, got a question on the stream. Where to buy asteroids isolation X farmer. He might be doing a league, so he might not answer me, but we'll see. All right, hold it. Get back to my YouTube so I can see your comments here. All right, there we go. Let's keep playing it. All right, cool. Great question, by the way. Appreciate it. We'll ask Ed, see what he says. up in here. I'm just curious how this is going to look. I love doing this. I love polishing and seeing a result. That's the main thing. When you polish and don't see a result, then it gets frustrating. Good question, though, Carlos. Good question. Let's set up this side. I'll really scrub it once I get it in the cabinet, and I can really, put some elbow grease into it. But that's what I find the lacquer tends to respond to is this heat from really working this back and forth. Not so much wearing it down, but even just this light work is really doing a really good job on here. Wow, that just blows me away how good that works. All right, here we go. Don't know that specific. Let's see here. Ed says, here's the answer. Ed says, don't know that specific. It's a vector game. I would recommend asking Klov, K-L-O-V. That's a forum, so. Let's see. Thank you. I'm sure there's other vendors and stuff that know that kind of stuff, but I listen to Broken Token Pinball podcast, but they're not just pinball. They're arcade. They're an arcade podcast. They kind of do some of both. Okay. YouTube. Oh, then I shut the phone off. Doofus. I saw you said thanks, so you're welcome. All right, don't shut the phone off. Well, I guess I didn't shut it off, but all right. I'm probably just gonna leave that. Yeah, that looks really good. Let's see how it looks with the flippers on it. Yeah, let's take one off. Well, I'm not going to break it. I'm not going to try to break it, let me put it that way. Didn't come off very easily, so we'll leave it for now. Alright, there we go. What else we got? Getting pretty close to shutting her down. Well, let's hit the other side. See myself polishing from like 10 minutes ago. Goofball. Either that or it's the future. Ooh, maybe I'm looking at the future on that. But the whole reason I'm doing this work is because all of the triangular inserts are all raised. And they will cause major wear or major ball issues if I played it like that. And I don't want to play it like that. Plus, I want to get some experience in leveling inserts and stuff. Because I buy older games, and they usually have problems with inserts. I'm really looking forward to just really putting my elbow into this one. See how much better I can make this look. It's looking good. Still got a lot of raised paint up in here and stuff, but oh well, it is what it is. All right. Looking all right. Get these little LEDs out of here. well, usually what I like to do with games, older games, depending on how they look, I'll probably stick all light bulbs, regular light bulbs in here, and then I'll change them out with LEDs if I don't think they're bright enough or I don't think they look good. So, yeah, it could be a little bit of everything on this game. Toss it into the mix. Okay. This one's stuck. That one's not stuck. All right. Copyright 1990, Premier Technology. Well, let's see, 91. Yeah, let's say if it was 91, 2000, 2010, 2020. Yeah, 30-some years old. All right. Yeah, we should probably cut this short here pretty quick. Ouch. Sharp edges. All right. Okay, looking good. Looking better than it has in a long time, I think. Man, that's just nuts how that grain is raised on here. Can't really, yeah, you can kind of hear it. But boy, looks horrible. But hopefully with a little bit of elbow grease I can get it lay back down with the clear coat that's on here. Let's try a little more polishing. I like to do that when I can see results. When you can't see results, then it kind of sucks. What's nice about using Novus too is it's not a wax, so I can actually paint over where I've done. It's actually kind of meant for that, to a certain degree. I like how these extra ball lights are purple, or the inserts are purple. Home Run is kind of light blue. I don't really care for that. I prefer like a darker blue, but hey. That we can use colored light bulbs or LEDs on, depending on what I think. That'll be fun to tweak this. I really enjoy that process. Is it worth pulling these posts out? No. Will I do it? Yes. Wow, they've been hammered in there, man. Holes are worn out. At least this one is. I missed the bucket with both of them. That's funny. Alright, yeah, I think we should probably call it. Time to play some SnowRunner on PlayStation 4. Okay, I still got a lot of adhesive over here, so that's good to know. Must have had a little something in there. I can see some swirls. Alright. Let's take a final look at it. Yeah, it's looking a lot better. A lot better. Kind of see some of the individual LEDs in my light here. I think she'll turn out good. Alright. Let's move this over here. Lop it on the monitor a little bit. Hopefully I don't damage the monitor. That really stuck. Well, I want to say thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Really appreciate you hanging out with me midweek. Kind of an experiment, but you know, I've been doing crazy things on Silver Slugger. Knew I'd be working on it a while, and I said, hey, why not? Might as well chat it up and hang out with you guys. So again, thank you very much. We're going to run the end tune here, and hope you have a great rest of your day.